Hey guys, it's Becky Williams. I'm the proud owner of Full on Purpose, and in today's essential episode, we're going to talk about how essential oils interact with bacteria. So just like in my last essential episode and all the essential episodes that we've done so far, I am getting my information from Lindsay Elmore, who is the pharmacist. Her book is Essentials, and it's 50 answers to common questions about essential oils. If you don't have this book, you owe it to yourself to go purchase this book. You can find it on Growing Healthy Homes. It's you can get on that site, and that's where you can find it. If you're having trouble finding it, just let me know and I can point you in the right direction. So basically the short answer of this is essential oils will interact with bacteria in many different ways. The interaction is going to depend on the structure of the oil and on the structure of the bacteria. So let me tell you a little bit more about it. For all of you science nerds, you're going to love this episode today because it's very specific about bacteria and like the components of it. So hold on to your seats. It's going to be fun. Essential oils interact with bacteria in many ways. It's going to depend on the structure. So bacterial structures are commonly described as gram-positive or gram-negative. You guys remember that from school, right? Gram-positive bacteria, it's going to have a thick peptidoglycan layer. Excuse me. It's going to stain purple. Do you remember that in college and in high school? It stains purple. It's a real pretty color. But anyway, gram-negative is going to have a very thin peptidoglycan layer, and it does not stain purple. So that's going to be your difference. Because the layer is very hydrophobic, it's easier for essential oil molecules to move from the outside of the cell to the inside of the cell. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Because the peptidoglycan layer is very hydrophobic, right, meaning that it hates water, it loves fat, it makes it easier for the essential oil to move from the outside of the cell to the inside. Now with gram-negative bacteria, it's more complex than gram-positive. While it does contain a thin peptidoglycan layer, it's sandwiched between two cell membranes, okay? So it's structured a little bit differently. The outer layer and the peptidoglycan are firmly connected with a lipoprotein. The outer membrane has openings known as porins that allow hydrophilic molecules to flow freely from the membrane. So it looks very different, okay? Gram-positive bacteria, they're much more hydrophobic, remember hates water, loves fat, than other gram-negative hydrophilic, which loves water and hates fat. Because peptidoglycan is primarily hydrophobic, other hydrophobic molecules like those in essential oils can more easily penetrate through the cell wall and the cytoblast of the bacteria. Okay, so it's just going to be easier for it to get into these cells. To where the bacteria is. Whereas gram-negative hydrophobic molecules move more slowly across the porins and across the outer membrane. Therefore, gram-positive bacteria are more susceptible to destruction by essential oils than gram-positive bacteria. Okay, so just in general. Disruption of the cell membrane is primarily mechanism by which essential oils are described to act on bacteria. So as the cell membrane is responsible for providing a barrier, okay, so that's its goal, or its job is to provide a barrier for the cell. Excuse me. It maintains the energy status of the cell, transducing energy, moving solutes like salt, regarding metabolism, and maintaining turgor pressure. Disruption of the cell membrane can be very detrimental to the bacteria. So you don't want that the outer wall, the cell membrane, to be penetrated, okay, because it starts to break it down basically, and it could lead to the cell death. In addition to disrupting the bacterial cell membrane, essential oils have been shown to degrade the cell wall, damage cytoplasmic membranes, including cytoplasmic coagulation, damage membrane proteins, destroy the electron transport system, reduce intracellular ATP, and increase the leak of cellular components or content. So basically it's going on in this description, you picture the cell wall start breaking and everything on the inside just kind of starting to break down. Essential oil molecules may hit one or more of these targets to carry out their action against the bacteria. So in theory, essential oils are either going to start on the outer membrane or start on some part of the bacteria. But listen to this, no one essential oil compound acts the same across all varieties of bacteria. So you can't say this essential oil will kill this bacteria. You can't say that because it operates so differently. It's difficult to predict susceptibility of one species, and can be difficult to predict susceptibility of different strains. So you can't really say, oh, do this for this. Okay, I hope that is is clear to you. While essential oils can interact with and even kill bacteria, bacteria does not seem to have the same ability to create resistance to essential oils as they can to antibiotics. So basically just the way that they're created, in theory, all of this stuff can be could be carried out. So I hope this is helpful for you. I know all you science nerds are like super excited about today's essential episode. Join me next time. And all these episodes are going to be talking about essential oils. So all these different questions that I've gotten over the past 3.5 years about essential oils, I'm going to be covering all of those and a couple that I haven't been asked yet before, hopefully so that I can give some more information. I want you to feel empowered. Knowledge is power, right? Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm Full on Purpose. And then on Facebook, Becky Williams Full on Purpose. Also, you can check out our site. We have recipes, more information about essential oils, more about nutrition, and about wellness overall, because we all know that wellness as a whole is made up of several different components, not just one thing. Okay, so I hope today's episode was helpful to you. Go ahead and check out our site, and we will see you next time. God bless.